Hello there and welcome. My name is Jimmy Wikman, and in this video we're going to talk a little bit about new early access program for Jira navigation. So this one looks kind of interesting, and the reason why it looks a little bit interesting is that apparently you need to have a Chrome extension to actually see this one. So let's jump into the article and see what they are saying. So here we are now in the article, and this one is written by Varsha, that invites you then to participate in the early access program for your cloud navigation. Maybe I should have been clear about that one. It's obviously for cloud. So they are doing an experiment to test this one out. And they are not really teasing us with what it could look like. This is apparently a little bit secret. So the experiment is that if you want to join, you need to download a Chrome extension. And then what will happen is, what I assume will happen is that Chrome extension will then change the layout for you in Jira. And that one will show you then a new navigation. So the experiment is that they have streamlined the design for improved search and navigation. And they want to unify look and feel across all products and all products for a cohesive experience. So if you are familiar with Jira Line, for example, that one have completely different navigation, and we also have slightly different navigations depending on what you are referring to as a navigation, because you have the top navigation that is already streamlined across all the Jira products except for Jira Line, I think. And so it should be then the sidebar navigation that they probably are referring to more. And we know that they made changes to Jira Work Management recently, where they removed the color for it, the sidebar, for example. So I assume that it is the top navigation will not be that much changed, but it will be the sidebar navigation, the actual content navigation, what is often referred to as the secondary navigation. But they also want to have a customizable and collapsible sidebar, so you can focus on what matters while optimizing your workspace. We already have that in most places. So I'm guessing these are for areas that does not have it yet. And also effortless switching between projects with fewer clicks. That one can be interesting to know, because right now you have only a number of items that you can actually star. So that way you can very quickly move through them. And your work management also have the ability so you can have them in the sidebar, so you can quickly move between them there as well. So if this is going to be a unified experience through all Jira products, which are all the 5 ones, so Jira Line, Jira Software, Jira Work Management, Jira Product Discovery, and Jira Work Management, that could be quite interesting to see how that one will look. So what happens then? How will you participate in this one? So this one will be a 4-week experiment with the Chrome extension. So you will need to take our survey, is what they are saying here, to express your interest. You basically need to register for it. And if you qualify, then we will invite you to a private community group. So it will be in the Atlassian community, where you will actually provide feedback. So what they are looking for are the active Jira users, obviously. Doesn't matter if you are a newbie or if you're a seasoned pro. And also users that have recently migrated from Jira Server Data Center. So I guess I would qualify, even though we haven't officially moved everything yet. And those who utilize multiple Jira products like software, work management, and Jira Service Management. Yes, obviously that is what we do. But it is interesting that they do not have Jira Line here, and they don't have product discovery in this one. So what can you expect then? While you are experimenting with the navigation, we intend to understand your usage and preferences so we can refine the navigation experience. And given this is an experiment, like all UI experiences or experiments, there will be a limited set of features. They're basically testing different things. Not sure if they are going to, it depends on their size, but if they wanted, they can even run multiple experiments, and parts of the participants would have different features depending on how they do it. And you can, of course, if this one is annoying and you don't want to participate anymore, you can toggle it off. So you can remove the extension basically, and it will be back to normal again. And also, if you have any bugs or issues, and then you can, of course, add them then to the new community group we have. So I think it's important that if you want to participate in this one, try to be very active with the feedback. So make sure that you have time then for these 4 weeks. And once it's done, then you of course you can remove the extension because it will probably no longer be active. I'm assuming that it will disable the functionality in the extension. And then afterwards, you will have a survey then to see how was the experience, what should we think of, and this is from an experimental perspective is more to force you to actually say something because that's kind of the purpose of having the experiment, right? To get your feedback and understanding what is good and what is bad, or what should we iterate a little bit more on. So the way you sign up then is you have the survey that was also linked up here, which is I like because then you have it in 2 places. I like that. Or you can reach out to Araja directly. But yeah, this is how you can sign up for it. I think this one looks kind of interesting. I would like to see them A/B test a little bit more because this is kind of an A/B test where you have opt-in for actually testing something, and I think that is a good thing. I have worked quite a lot with A/B testing, so I like that idea, and this way to actually experience the new design that they are thinking of live is very, very good. So I look forward to this one, and I also look forward to seeing some screenshots of what the new experience could look like. I'm not sure if anyone have to sign an NDA or something like that, so they are not allowed to share, but it would be nice to see what they are thinking and where they are going with it. So it will also be nice to have some screenshots afterwards. I understand why they don't want to use it beforehand, because then we will have biased users. But after the experiment is done, it will be nice to have some presentation or some article about it. These are the things that we tested out, and these are findings. That will be very transparent and awesome, I think. So there you have it. That's what they are inviting now to try this one out. I'm not sure if I will try to participate. And the reason for that one is mostly I'm not sure that I have the time for it because we are doing quite a lot at work at the moment. And this one, like I said, it requires you to actually provide some feedback. But we'll see. Maybe I'll sign up for it anyway because I'm curious. And I love A/B testing, and I love these kinds of experiments. So very good. And I think that the only thing left to say for this one is that I hope that you all have an awesome day. A great week.